thousands of people are leaving the United States to move to Mexico in 2017. Why is it so important that they decide to live here and live in another country and another culture? Lori, why do you think that they're choosing to live in Mexico?
Why? My idea is they're moving here because the cost of living is, you know, like a half price of you live in United States. So I think that way. I don't know if true or not, but this is what I think.
Yeah, and also there's a rich history, there's a rich culture down here. So living here is a new experience, and people who are expats, they've gotten where they want to retire, they want a different lifestyle. They want to change, you know, and this is one way of doing it. Now, we've done that, and we enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it so far.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to do a little quick interview with the gentleman. He's going to give us some ideas why he's chosen Mexico.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Let's go do it.
Let's do it. Well, I'm going to introduce you to Ron here, and we're in San Miguel. And Ron, with the political situation, you know, up north in the United States, and you live down here, you mentioned 6 months a year. What do you like about San Miguel?
My wife and I came here about 5 years ago, and we traveled many places in Mexico, but we had never really explored the central mountainous part of Mexico. So what we started really enjoying about San Miguel is that there's lots of like-minded people here for us to, you know, become friends with. People seem to be more open. I don't know if they're reinventing themselves or just feel more comfortable, but it's, you know, very common to meet people on the street. And
like we met.
Exactly, and then you ask a few questions, pretty soon you find their favorite restaurant, or you find you know, their very favorite entertainment in San Miguel, and then that leads you to discover other places that maybe you haven't been. So I think one of the big draws here is it's a large artist community. Our large art community, and if you have any artistic interest or talent, it can be developed or enriched here.
Like art classes.
Art classes, painting classes. Personally, I started building a classical guitar here in San Miguel about 4 years ago. There's a very accomplished luthier that gives classes to gringos and Mexicans or whoever's interested in that type of project.
Now, what about the cost? What do you think, you know, in the sense of on a monthly basis, you know, let's say difference between here and the States? What would the cost be? Would you just say
I'm from the Bay Area of California,
expensive.
And San Miguel is probably 60% cheaper.
60% cheaper.
You know, there are some things that are more expensive. Luxury items. Anything that has a cord attached to it is a little more expensive. One of the things that I enjoy is not needing to have a car to live here.
Okay, great.
That saves a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you're, you know, trapped in this city.
Right.
If you want to go to Ajijic, my wife and I just visited there about 3 months ago. Some friends were staying. So we took the bus, and it took about 4 hours.
Now, are you renting a house here?
Currently, we're in a 1-year lease.
1 year lease.
And the last 4 years, we've been renting for about 6 months, because as I said, our tourist visa expires, we have to leave.
Okay.
And then we come back. We've stayed at this one place for 3 years.
Okay.
And that was recently sold.
Okay.
Real estate is becoming very popular here.
Now, what do you pay for rent a month?
Well, depending on the neighborhood, obviously Central is more expensive. You get a little bit further out, Guadiana or Guadalupe. We currently live in Independencia. We have a really nice 2-bedroom apartment with three different terraces on one level.
Wow.
And we pay $1,000.
Okay.
And that includes all the utilities, and maid service twice a week.
Yeah. Imagine your wife likes to have a maid.
It is nice. We're not really, cluttered. We don't clutter the place up too bad, so I think our housekeeper enjoys us to that extent.
Right. What about medical down here?
Medical, if you become a permanente, you can enroll in the local Mexican health insurance. I'm not really familiar with that. What we've done in order to, let's say, prepare for an emergency is write down a couple of numbers for emergency services.
Now, what about like just in general? Let's say private hospitals. I know in Guadalajara they have 5-star private hospitals. How is it here?
Well, we have gone to the hospital in Querétaro for some, a second opinion.
Right. Yeah.
And we found it, very convenient. And there weren't really long lines. We made an appointment, and a few minutes after that time, we were talking to the doctor, and they speak good English. My wife does speak Spanish. I'm still a student, and I think that if you have ongoing medical conditions, you may want. There's a couple of healthcare, what do you call them, consultants in San Miguel that are tied into the whole medical structure here. And to answer more specific complex questions, you could find those people on the civil list. This is a Yahoo group, and it currently has about 9,000 members, and it's specifically about San Miguel. So if you have questions, health questions, questions about living here, or certain types of foods that you may require for your diet, you can ask them on the civil list, and you're not getting necessarily the professional answers. You're getting people's experience. Right. Okay. And from there, if you want to get a more professional opinion, you can make the steps.
Now, what about in let's say in the next 5 years or so? You see yourself living here full time?
I think this is going to be a good home base for us because we can travel other areas that we're interested in and still fly to the Bay Area. So we're close to our kids and family. We have to get back.
Right. Yeah, that makes it convenient. It's a centrally located place. You can then fly out, do trips, see your family from here. Well, good. This has been great. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing the information about San Miguel and your thoughts on it. You've given us a lot of good information.
Okay, Jerry.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, in that interview, I thought he had some great ideas and well thought out ideas. He definitely has thought about relocating in Mexico, and also he seemed to indicate his wife and him are basically on the same page, that they want to live down here, and that's important, don't you think, Lori?
I think so. Yeah, important. Husband and wife agree together. That's more important.
Yeah. So definitely that would be one of the main considerations. Make sure that both of you are in agreement on moving to another country. So Lori, right now what we want to do is we are asking our viewers here. We're trying and we're attempting, but with your help, we can accomplish increasing our subscription. We're trying to get about another 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. And so could you help us out by just subscribing? It's free.
Yeah, and then you can receive the video every week. It's free. And it gives us the energy to make more video. That's the point.
Yeah, if you subscribe, that gives us the encouragement, as Lori says, the energy to make more videos and to help you. And we hope that we are providing a service that you're getting a benefit from our YouTube videos. So all they need to do is look for my face somewhere and click on that, and they will be automatically subscribed.
Thank you, everybody.